Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the stars? Have you ever asked yourself if we are truly alone in this infinite universe? Well, right now, a mysterious visitor is racing toward Earth. It's moving closer at an astonishing speed of 137,000 meters per hour. And the big question is, what exactly is it? Is this strange traveler just another comet wandering through space? Or could it be something far more extraordinary, maybe even an alien ship? Scientists and researchers across the world are scratching their heads. Because this isn't your typical space rock, and it certainly isn't behaving like one. They've named it 31 Atlas, and its journey toward us has become one of the greatest mysteries of modern astronomy. Here on KM Celestial Journey, we're diving deep into this cosmic riddle. We spoke to physicists, researchers, and experts, including Professor Avi Loeb of Harvard University, a leading mind who has devoted his career to studying such phenomena. And what he reveals will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the universe. So sit back, take a deep breath, and prepare yourself. Because the mystery of 31 Atlas may change humanity forever. When 31 Atlas was first detected, scientists were immediately shocked by its sheer scale. Professor Loeb himself estimated its expected size based on the way sunlight reflected off its surface. And the numbers were staggering. This object appeared to be 20 kilometers wide. To put that in perspective, that's as large as the entire island of Manhattan. It's also twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Now think about that for a moment. Something that massive, something that powerful, heading into our solar system. If it were just another asteroid or comet, it would already be enough to keep scientists on edge. But here's the twist. What they're finding about 31 Atlas suggests it might not be a natural rock at all. Back in 2019, astronomers discovered something incredible, an interstellar visitor named Borisov, spotted by astronomer Gennady Borisov himself. That object was racing too fast to be bound by the sun's gravity, meaning it had come from another star system entirely. But here's the difference. Borisov was tiny compared to Atlas. It was 1,000,000 times less massive than this new visitor. So if 31 Atlas truly is 20 kilometers across, how could something that enormous exist in interstellar space without breaking apart? And more importantly, why is it heading straight toward the inner solar system? That's where things start to get even stranger. One of the most fascinating details is the composition of 31 Atlas. According to Loeb, the data suggests something that doesn't add up with natural origins. You see, in nature, nickel is usually found with iron. But if you find nickel without iron, that's typically in alloys created by industrial processes, things made artificially here on Earth. So let's pause. Why would a massive object in deep space resemble a man-made alloy? Unless it wasn't created by nature at all. Could this be a technological spacecraft? A machine built not by humans, but by someone else out there in the universe? And if that possibility doesn't already send chills down your spine, listen to this. If there isn't enough rocky material in interstellar space to produce something like Atlas, maybe this object wasn't formed randomly at all. Maybe it was sent. A deliberate traveler. A craft targeting the inner solar system, targeting us. But why now? Why in this moment of history? Professor Loeb offers a haunting thought. Based on its speed and distance, it would have taken about 80 years for this object to make its journey here from the edge of the inner Oort cloud, a region about 1,000 times the Earth-Sun distance. And what happened on Earth 80 years ago? The first nuclear explosion. The birth of humanity's nuclear age. So here's the eerie question. Did we somehow send a signal into the cosmos? Did the detonation of our first nuclear bomb attract the attention of something out there? And now, decades later, Are we about to face the consequences of that attention? Atlas is expected to come closest to the Sun on October 29th, 2025. And what happens during that moment could determine everything. Why? Because if it's just a natural object, it will swing around the Sun and continue on its way, like many comets before it. But if it's not natural, if it's a controlled spacecraft, it might actually use the Sun to maneuver. And here's the chilling part. When Atlas gets closest to the Sun, Earth will be on the opposite side. That means the Sun itself will block our view. We won't be able to see what Atlas does during that critical moment. So imagine this. The world is waiting, holding its breath. If Atlas appears on the other side of the Sun, business goes on as usual. But if it doesn't, or if it re-emerges in a strange trajectory, it could send shockwaves through our entire civilization. Professor Loeb even warned that the stock market might crash just from the uncertainty of that moment. Because humanity has never faced a blind date of interstellar proportions. And this is exactly that. But what should we do? Should we send a message? Should we attempt to reach out? Loeb's advice is simple. Don't rush. In a blind date, you don't immediately declare everything about yourself. You observe first. You learn. You wait. Because if 31 Atlas is truly a probe, if it's truly a visitor from an alien civilization, then rushing into communication could be a mistake we can never take back. Instead, humanity needs to think carefully. We need to examine the implications, not just scientifically, but politically, socially, and spiritually. What would it mean if we discovered proof of intelligent life beyond Earth? The implications are enormous. Imagine for a moment that we really are being visited by technology from another world. That discovery would be more revolutionary than anything we've ever known. It would make the invention of electricity look small. It would rival even the discovery of quantum mechanics, because it would answer the most profound question humanity has ever asked. Are we alone? And if the answer is no, if there really is a smarter kid on the cosmic block, then we would finally understand that our place in the universe is far more humble than we ever believed. It would force us to develop what Loeb calls cosmic modesty. A recognition that we are not the rulers of the universe, but merely one young species among countless others. So where do we go from here? Loeb suggests that encounters like this one should push us to prepare. Imagine building an array of spacecraft ready to intercept and study future visitors like Atlas. Imagine being able to meet them face to face, not with fear, but with curiosity. Because if Atlas turns out to be an alien probe, then we are standing at the dawn of a new era for humanity. An era where space exploration isn't just about planets and stars, but about contact with civilizations beyond our imagination. And think about this. What if Atlas isn't alone? What if it's just the first, the scout? What if many others are already on their way, watching us, studying us, waiting for the right time to reveal themselves? The countdown has already begun. We have just over a year until October 2025, when Atlas makes its closest approach to the Sun. Until then, astronomers and scientists will be watching every move it makes, studying every glimmer of light, every trajectory shift, every anomaly. But the rest of us? We wait. We wonder. We prepare for a future that could change in an instant. Will 31 Atlas pass us by as just another comet, another rock in the void? Or will it prove to be something far more profound, the first undeniable sign that we are not alone? The truth is approaching faster every day. And when it arrives, humanity may never be the same again. This is KM's Celestial Journey. And the universe has just begun to reveal its secrets. Stay curious. Stay watching the skies. And remember, Sometimes the greatest discoveries come not when we're looking, but when the cosmos itself decides to pay us a visit.